Okay, so it's your girl Maryam Craft. I'm from Stone Mountain. That's mainly where I grew up. I went to school to Shiloh. That was in Gwinnett County. Left there, went to Tennessee State, graduated, came back to Atlanta. Now I'm on the east side again. So I'm have my single out called I'm Good. And so I just want everybody out to like rock it, listen to it, feel it, do everything that you can. So
What's somebody gonna take away from that record when they hear it?
So my single, I'm Good, is really motivated for anybody, but it's definitely for the ladies. So, you just want to feel confident. So I wrote the song when I wasn't feeling too good. You have those moments where you down, somebody trying to shit on you, somebody saying whatever, or a guy ain't doing what he's supposed to do. So I literally went in my house, I wrote down on my MacBook, and I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I feel good. I look good. I cook good. I'm that bitch. What's up? So that's the type of energy that I want people who listen to this song to feel when they listen to this. So if you having a down day, somebody hating, if you put this song on, you're gonna, feel that confidence inside of you. So that's what I want people to take away from the song.
No doubt. You come from the dance world, right? And I have the highest respect for poets, teachers, MCs, artists, and dancers. Profound respect for dancers because it's a form of expression that's immediately gratifying too. And for some it's therapeutic, right? For dancers, it's therapeutic. And I know you kind of you're a new artist as far as the artistry of writing and music is concerned. Do you find that therapeutic? I mean, it sounded like this was a moment for you to turn something from nothing.
So definitely, music is something that makes me want to dance. So in order to have that feeling, and be able to create your own is definitely inspiring. So when I'm in my mood, I'm a divine creative. That's what I call myself. I have to be in the mood to really see how I feel. So I'm just going off by what I feel, what I see, what's in life. So I definitely feel and I tap in when I'm really feeling it. So definitely.
Do you ever feel any frustrations when
Oh.
you can't tap in? Like versus, dance, you can either
Of course, sometimes I get writer's block and I get so frustrated, or sometimes like, what, I'm gonna just say something off the top of my head and it's some bull crap. Like, so definitely, or I'll listen to a song and it sound real good, and then when I go to the studio, scratch. So definitely, so I just try to keep going, and sometimes I'll pull parts from different songs and pull them together and just keep motivating myself to get better and better. So.
No doubt. Talk about that creative process though, like how you approach writing. Is it you already have the beat, you have a beat in mind, you connect with your producer and ask him to make it, and then how do the bars come together? How does the melody come together? Are you a lyric first, melody first, vibe first?
So I'm all things first. So one moment I might just have a melody in my head, and then I might find a beat, or I'll like say the melody on just a track or something like that, or I'll write poetry first and then come up with the song from that, or I might just hear a beat and I really like it and just try to come off on the top and then punch in. So it depends on how I'm feeling in that mood. Like I don't have just one way. So when I'm feeling that beat, depending on how I feel in that moment is what I come up with. Am I going to talk about love? Am I going to talk about, some girls, some old friends? Am I going to talk about an ex? Like, I'm always in my head about something.
No doubt. Which one's the most gratifying for you?
When you get to talk shit. That's the most gratifying. And sometimes, because on a regular basis, that's not me. But I feel like my alter ego, she got to come in sometimes and say how she feels. So she comes up with songs like I'm Good, or some of my other songs called I See Why. So that's kind of how I go in between her and just my normal self. So
yeah, let's talk about coming from the dance world. A lot of people move from music to other things, let's say music to fashion, right? But then you also get a lot of people that go from social media influencer to artists or whatever. And I'd imagine you'd have a huge network from the dance world. Has that translated over to being an artist and getting that support, or what's that been like on your come up?
So, I danced when I was in high school, and then I went to college, and then I danced. And then outside of that, I realized that dance by itself wasn't just what I wanted. Like I wanted more. The dance world is actually very political, so it's all about who you know. Sometimes you're not even the best dancer, but if you know the choreographer, you might get booked. So it's been easy finding dancers to dance with me and, be a part of that sort of transition. But it's very separate for some reason. So I don't think they're together. But when I do have a dance song, it's definitely easy for me to, come up with a concept or somebody to choreograph it for me and take the dances that I know, we come up with something good. So
does that give you an advantage, being the fact that you can dance, you can also do choreography for your records, because we're living in a very video first, especially with TikTok. You can even argue dance first, get them in the first 7 seconds first type of world. Does that play into your strategy at all as far as being an artist?
Yes, like that's how I come up with my music videos. So like I'll listen to a song and I'm like, you know what, this is a good concept for a video. And then I'll map out everything, like how the dancing can be, or find somebody who knows how to dance and they go choreograph it for me. And then that's just how I come up with every type of aspect of my brand. So I'm into everything.
So give me the tea on that, as far as like dancing in with social media. Do you think some of these dances are watered down, or like just talk about like how the dance community feels about that, and also as an artist having to take advantage of certain things, where's that happy medium? But first the question is like, is dancing on TikTok, is that kind of like a watered down version of what the real is in the culture and community of dance?
Yes, because it's very like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like when I was growing up, or I would call it the crank it era, that's kind of like my generation. So like I was in dance groups and we would be like Soulja Boy video or swag surf and I'll do stuff like that. So I'm from like, I would say the old Atlanta, where we really was in the street and we really just went on the street and danced, have dance battles, or be in a club and everybody's in the middle because they heard their favorite Crank It song. So, obviously that transitioned to TikTok now. So, but I do think that it's very great for music because people can come up with their own ideas and be able to, put it on TikTok and come up with a dance. But it's not, original dancing all the time, because a lot of times it's the white creatives that get the buzz and not the black creatives on TikTok that do come up and do have the culture and do have the rhythm to really push the narrative. So
but they get love too though, right? Because I feel like a lot of dope dancers do get their praise, but it does feel like the ones that's the hype is around, like cute little girl doing the thing. But so let's talk about Atlanta though, because old Atlanta, new Atlanta, doesn't matter. You're from Atlanta. You know Atlanta. Do you think there's a place for that to come, quote unquote, come back, as far as like cranking or any of that? Just that vibe. Do you think that can come back and you can bring that vibe back to social media?
See, I don't want to bring anything to social media. I want to bring stuff to who my target audience is, or to the world in general. I think that with my style, I hope that I can bring a certain feeling and emotion that people are missing. As far as old Atlanta, new Atlanta, I mean, it's pretty much gone. But you always need new. There's some good things now that we don't have that back then. But I do want people to, when they see me, they're like, wow, I have that emotion when I was this age or that age, but I'm not going to be cranking it or anything no more. So
do you want to be signed, or you want to stay independent?
So, I had a short-term, signing. It was just like a single release. I didn't like the experience. I don't like to be really controlled in that narrative, but I want to be able to hopefully maybe eventually get signed, but definitely I want to be stronger as an independent artist first. And then when I have the really good leverage to, have the right deal in play, then yeah, definitely. But if it has to match what I'm looking for too,
Before we get out of here, what else do you want the world to know about Maryam Craft?
I definitely want the world to know that, there's healing in music, because that's really where I tap into. Like sometimes having a ratchet song could just mean, I just want to let loose. Sometimes having a song talking about a breakup, you need. Sometimes having a song just talking about love is what you need. So I want people to realize, like, I'm a real artist. I'm a real performer. I really want to give an emotion, and I want people to heal from my music in whatever way that they get. So
No doubt, no doubt. Tell us your social media, where we can find the records and how we can stay up to
Definitely.
date outside of social media.
Definitely. So my single, I'm Good, is out right now. Definitely go to my socials, Maryam Craft Official on Instagram, Maryam Craft on TikTok, Creative Craft MC on Twitter. Just follow me, get my merch, support me on YouTube, and definitely stream I'm Good right now.